Titanic, ship of dreams. The largest and most luxurious ship of its time, a symbol of human ambition and technical perfection. This is the story of the Titanic, a ship that promised an unforgettable journey and comfort on a scale never seen before, but also a story of a tragedy that shocked the world and left a deep mark in history. So let's start from the beginning. The year is 1907. This is J. Bros Ismay, managing director of the White Star Line. At the time when ocean liners were competing for speed, Ismay had a different vision. He wanted to build something never seen before, the most luxurious ship the world had ever known. Not the fastest, but the most magnificent. At the dawn of the 20th century, the race for dominance on the Atlantic was fierce. Luxury, not speed, would define the future. The vision was driven by the White Star Line, led by its chairman, J. Bros Ismay. The responsibility of turning that vision into reality fell to Hollard and Wolff Shipyard, and to naval architect Thomas Andrews, who oversaw every detail of the design. This is the technical blueprint of the famous RMS Titanic. Titanic consisted of 10 main decks, including the boat deck, promenade deck, bridge deck, saloon deck, and several lower decks reserved for passengers and crew. The promenade deck, which stretched along almost the entire length of the ship, housed elegant first-class staterooms and luxurious public spaces such as lounge, the reading room, and the palm cart, where passengers could enjoy views of the open ocean. The bridge deck, also known as B deck, featured some of the most spacious and luxurious accommodations on board, including special suites with private promenades. On the lower decks, a combination of cabins for different classes was arranged. Titanic contained hundreds of cabins, dozens of first-class staterooms, a larger number of second-class cabins, and more modest third-class accommodations located on the middle and lower decks. Titanic was, in every way, ahead of its time, with luxury never before seen at sea, modern technology, and a level of comfort that surpassed its competitors. On April 10, 1912, Titanic set out on its maiden journey. More than 2,200 passengers and crew members were on board, housed in hundreds of cabins across multiple classes. The ship departed from Southampton with scheduled stops in Cherbourg and Queenstown before its final destination, New York. But the Atlantic had other plans. April 14, 1912, North Atlantic Ocean. Titanic sails towards New York. Speed approximately 22 knots. During the day, warnings were received. Icebergs were reported along the ship's route. At 11:14 p.m., the lookout spot an iceberg. An order for an emergency turn is issued. The ship begins to maneuver, but its mass and speed are too great. Cracks from below the water line, damaging 6 compartments. Water begins to flood into the ship. Hours pass. There is no turning back. Titanic sinks 2 hours and 14 minutes after the collision. The cause was not a single factor: speed, sea conditions, and the ship's construction. The iceberg was only the trigger.